Hey entrepreneurs, welcome to Digital Gigger. So we've grown accustomed in the last 20 years since the internet really blew up, and we've seen a lot of people making a lot of money online, to condition our minds to think that only online can you make a huge fortune and become a millionaire or a billionaire. But that's simply not true. There are a lot of people that run everyday businesses that make a lot of money and are very profitable, but we don't even consider them as an option when we're looking for opportunities to make money. And this is something that I really want to change the mindset for a lot of you guys out there, is that you don't have to be the next Uber, you don't have to be the next Facebook or Amazon. You can be the next John the plumber down the street, or the next laundromat guy down the other side of the street. That's where there is a large opportunity of making money from real world businesses. And what's starting to happen is that a lot of the owners of these businesses are getting on in age and want to retire, but don't know how to pass on the business to someone else. They might not have any family or friends that they can pass on the business, or maybe the family and friends just don't want to be part of that business anymore. They grew up with it and they just don't want to stick with it. So what happens is that these businesses either wind down and are closed once the owner retires, or someone can come in and pick it up from the owner and maybe even manage the business for a while they teach them the ropes of how to run the business, and then eventually buy them out for maybe 10 times the amount of the profit from the previous years. That's usually how it's done. You figure out what the business is bringing in, and you kind of have it evaluated and see if you can work with the owner to come up with an amount that you might be able to afford and purchase this business or finance. So I've been looking for real world businesses for the last couple of years, and the thing that's scary about them is that it's a physical thing. Like when you work with an online opportunity, you just log onto a website and you do something and you make a little bit of money and it's transferred over to an account. You advertise online, you do all these kind of things that real world businesses take a little bit more attention, and you need to manage it from day to day. Especially if you're running a business that has a brick and mortar presence like a laundromat or a car wash. These are businesses that need constant attention because things do happen. You need to maintain equipment, you need to hire people to watch the business, you need accountants, you need people that really know how to manage a real world business compared to some of the smaller businesses that you can start online. But as a future proof kind of concept, you know that these businesses have been in business for many, many years. There are people that go to these businesses regularly. They're regular customers. There's a need in the community for many of these businesses. And it's sad when some of them go out of business and there's no other company that picks up the void, or there isn't enough competition in an area, so people are kind of stuck with the main guy now and they don't have any other options, right? So I think that if you haven't put some thought into picking up a real world business, you should really start looking at some of the classified ads and seeing what's out there, or even coming across businesses that you might be interested in. If you think that you can talk to the owner and see if they're ready to retire, if they want someone else managing the day-to-day operations of the business, it's a good opportunity for you to start having conversations with people and start to think about having real world businesses. Now you can invest in real estate, you can do online stuff, but these other businesses that are real world businesses still need people to operate them, still have real customers, real needs. You know, maybe you don't want to start an HVAC company, but that company might be bringing in millions of dollars in revenue each year. And if the owner isn't able to run the business anymore, that's lost profit for someone else that might have come in and taken that business and made it viable again or continue to run it. So I really want you guys to think about businesses in a different perspective than just strictly looking for online opportunities and forgetting about all these other businesses that are out there that sometimes can be purchased at a really reasonable amount. The owner might just really want his business to continue on. He's built this thing for years and doesn't want to see it just end with him. And he's willing to work with someone that can take that business and continue it on. It's his legacy, especially if the name is on the business. That person wants that name to continue on and it meaning something to other generations. So think about real world businesses. Think about those little mom and pop shops that are still profitable. Think about the little companies that sell or repair or do services for people that need to continue to exist in order for society to continue to move on, because people still have real world needs that need to be solved by businesses that are physically present in their communities, and not everything is strictly online. So I hope that this video gives you some ideas, that you continue to think like an entrepreneur and find opportunities where they are, and that you will continue to try to build the knowledge that you need to build out your business and to be successful. So if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, do it now so you'll know when the next video goes up. We're constantly uploading videos on entrepreneurship.
So join us in the next one, and we'll see you next time. Have a good day, guys.